Good morning, Amenten. Welcome. Hello, whenever you're watching this. Alright, so before I even get into what I'm going to speak about today, I just want to address the issue with the emails and comments. Here's the deal. I will not redo any video ever again. It'll just be what it is, and if I like it, great. If I don't, well, then I won't redo it. The second time means a third time, and that probably would mean a fourth time, and however many times it takes until I feel good about it. That's the point. And so, for those who watched my video, it should be all of you really, over the weekly announcements. Just get see some stuff on there. Then I may have been a little manic, and because I was rushed and because of certain dances that had to be done, let's just say. And so I had a lot of announcements, and I was the way I was, and I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm not going to stand here and say, oh, I'm sorry for being that way. I'll just do it again. No. So, it was the way it was. I really think that it is nitpicky to look at the video and say, oh, that was the one where you were manic. And, you can turn that mindset around and say, okay, well, it wasn't as smooth as other videos. However, here are the announcements. I gave you the information. This is what you need to know. That is what's important. That's what matters. That's what's positive. So I just want to, advise you of that. If you send me an email or comment, I will delete it. I will read it through, and if it has to do with that, I'll just put it in the trash, or if you leave me a comment on a video on YouTube or a Facebook post or something, I will try to find a way to remove that, because I don't need that. No. So, I don't want to hear about it. I was perfectly aware of what I was saying and what I was doing, so no. Alright. So, I wanted to make a video version of this, because this is what I think and this is what I believe. I believe that you should know about things in advance. So, on the 21st of November, we have something special happening. We have a nodal event happening. And this nodal event is going to be in two parts, so divided into two sections, morning and afternoon. And the buses will be arriving at the Amenten at certain times for you to select your bus and then go on your own way. Information about that will be on the Facebook post and also through email and on my Amenten page as well, because I don't want to get into those nitty-gritty details, even though the moon's in Virgo today. But so anyway, this will be a thrust, a force, a push into the deep end. Kind of like how I was pushed literally into the deep end during my reverse nodal return, and that was in the summer of 2013 when I went through the frightening experience of swimming lessons, and I was forced and I was threatened that if I would not cooperate and do what they were telling me, that this female, swimming instructor would dunk me. And so that was very fear-mongering, and that really set off the fear of going underwater for me. So I don't know how to swim underwater. I didn't know how to swim, let alone, and you could pay me $1 million trillion and I would not, do the Goblet of Fire Tournament Challenge 2. I would also not swim across the Atlantic or, swim, in a deep pool or something like that. So, anyway. But so, that's kind of the metaphor for this. So, you're taking your natal chart, and obviously you'll need to know that information. You'll need to know what sign your North Node is in what house, as well. But, well, yeah. So, you'll need to know that, and the people there will need to know that information because it will be at Bimby Tense's event, and I have to double check. But anyway, this event will be highly prized and highly sprung. And so you'll be having your North Node, and you'll be forced to go in that direction, even if you feel absolutely uncomfortable with it. So you'll be placed in a room with these certain people, and forced to do certain things and let go of certain things. So let's say you have your North Node in Scorpio. Well, if you think about the themes of the North Node in Scorpio, it has to do with letting go, releasing, finding inner wealth and redefining security and getting out of your comfort zone. And it also deals with the 8th house inheritance life area. So that would mean that you would be sort of taken back down to memory lane, and I really have to do, a survey for, your North Node, and I will be interviewing people and asking them about their life and really, really getting deep into, asking certain questions and seeing how accurate or how much they resonate with it, and seeing with their personal experience, sort of the details that they can, give for that. And that will be, actually, it will be after Thanksgiving, so it will be, it's going to be on December 1st that I'm going to be doing those, North Node, South Node interviews. More information about that will be another time. But so, say you have your North Node in Scorpio. Let's take you back to childhood and kindergarten. You might be put in a room with a bunch of objects, and this event is really for anyone in any age, not just children, but, just, any person, no matter what age. You're put in a room, and then you are asked to sit and get real comfortable with adjusting to the room and all the things in it, and then lo and behold, other people come, and then other people take things from you, and then they say, oh, it's okay, I'll give it back to you, or you're being forced to have to, and there's several rooms, apart from the room itself, or people can come into the room, come back, come out of the room, and so you'll be, really forced to give things up and trust in, other people. That's just one example. Another thing might be you might be the only person in a room with somebody else alone and only. You might be forced to just sit and don't move, don't do anything, and look into their eyes and get deep with them, or take a risk of some kind. Who knows what that'll be. That's just an example. And so this event is really, really fun. It's, a neat, test of character, challenge, and sort of pillar an opportunity for growth. So that's what I wanted to remind you of. And of course, details information, you'll be going there and you'll, check in and be put in a room and, all the details. So that's all that I want to say about that. Bye for now.